All right. Thanks, guys, for coming out tonight. Quick drivers meeting here. The race is going to be 200 laps. Stage 1 ends at the completion of lap 45. Stage 2 will end at the completion of lap 90. Some new rules. If you cause a caution, you're going to get EOL. If you have 17 incident points, you will be given a pass-through through iRacing and an additional pass-through for every 8 incident points after that. Third cause of a caution will be a disqualification. We are not going to do a 3 wide. We're just going to go out and line up normally. In pit road, make sure you're not going through more than 3 pit stalls, and you're maintaining to the right of pit road the whole way down pit road towards your box. Suggestion, if we do happen to have green flag pit stops, maintain a low all the way into the backstretch when you come off the pit road through 1 and 2. Any questions?
So are we doing the claim the caution, get the EOL, and then if nobody claims it, they get the points, or how does that work? Because I know it was mentioned and then taken off. I'm just kind of curious.
Right, so no claiming the cautions. We're going to use basically what we did the last couple of weeks, where I'll deem fault for the crash, whether it be driving it too hard or spinning, and you'll be given an EOL penalty after the pit stops. We're going to make notes of the lap incidents so we can go back and review them after the race for like learning, but no claiming cautions. Also, on restarts, leader, let me know inside or outside, just so I know.
Chris Lynn, I'm a big fan.
Where's the broadcast going to be at tonight?
Marty has it on his on Twitch.
Okay.
Good evening, race fans. We welcome you to North Wilkesboro Speedway for another round of National Sim Racing action here in beautiful North Carolina. However, though, tonight we race with heavy hearts It is the Randy Lynn 200. This race is dedicated to the memory of Randy Lynn. Christopher Lynn, a driver in the National Sim Racing League. His father was tragically killed in a car accident on Saturday, and tonight we are thinking about him and Chris. Hi everyone, Marty Cicalo here. Glad you could join us for action here in the National Sim Racing League. We had a good one last week, and I believe we are getting right into the racing. Yes, we are, so we'll tell you about what happened last week. But first, let's give you the starting lineup. It is Ashton Crowder and Brennan Poole. You may remember them from the Coca-Cola iRacing Series and NASCAR action. They are on the front row. Otto Cruz and Matthew Hughes. That is row number 2. Row 3 is Brett Edwards and Dean Webb. Row number 4, Mark Sikosi and William Farmer. Round out the top 10 is Tyler Isley and Josh Susi. Row 6, Briggs Swope and Charles Joplin. Row number 7, Brian Wiggins and Mark Cook. Row 8, Brian Preslar and Jimmy Barr. Row 9 is Josh Aaron and Daniel Menzies. Row 10, John Crow and Justin Cope. Row 11, Alan Crow and Billy Milner. Row 12 is Tom Pera and Billy Gitter. And rounding out the field, Jeremy Edwards, Paul Smeraldo, and Justin Diltz. So that is how the field looks as we get ready to go racing. Let's give you the weather report. 82 degrees, the air temp. 90 degrees is the track temp here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. So you go throughout the field. There you see your field of 27 getting ready for the green. We're at North Wilkesboro Speedway. I don't see a lot of throwback schemes. Only one I see is, it's kind of throwback, but it's actually a 2021 scheme of the 5 of Brian Wiggins. Let's break down the format for you. It is 200 laps. The stages are each ending on lap 45, 90, and 200. So as the field rolls off. Getting ready to go for the green flag. Ashton Crowder on the pole in the Burton Kligerman eSport machine. That may be the Elliott Sadler eSport machine, actually. I don't follow that a lot, though. The Nutrient Ag sponsorship bonded. Brendan Poole starting next to him in this 71. Lights are out, 1 lap to the green flag. Last week when we were with you, it was Josh Susi who starts in 10th position tonight, taking home the win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway over Tyler Isley. And we'll see how it goes today. As we say, race fans, strap in and hold on tight, because these men and women are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer. Pace car pulls into pit road. Race fans, it is show time from North Wilkesboro. We go silent on lap number 1 in the memory of Randy Lynn. It is Ashton Crowder that leads the first lap. Brennan Poole second. Otto Cruz is third, and Cruz trying to look on the outside of Brennan Poole for P2 on the track. Go on board with the number 03 of Cruz. Winner earlier on in the season. Coming up the Milwaukee Mile, we are under caution for the first time tonight. And Matthew Hughes in the number 2 has gone around. Take a look at the replay and see what brought our first caution of the evening. He's by himself in turns 3 and 4, was running in 4th position. Simply just loses control and gets the inside wall. My goodness. I think Sikosi got a piece of it. And look at all the drivers locking the brakes up behind them. that can get dicey big time. Let's ride on board with the driver of the two. Was he even... I want to look closely at the gear shifter. He had that thing constantly in third gear. I don't know if he gassed it too much or messed up the steering. That was very interesting. Why do we ride aboard with Mark Sikosi in the number 8 on that yellow flag? Ah, you see, he did get some left front damage. He did get a piece of that. How about all the other drivers behind Hughes? We'll watch this from the aerial shot. Watch all the drivers coming in from behind. Some of them not even using the brakes, trying to miss it. And I think some of them may have captured some other damage. So a couple of drivers already in the pit road just to top off, Billy Milner and Matthew Hughes. As you see on the butt kicker ticker. And he goes a lap down. Lights are off the pace car. 1 to go until we get the green flag. It is Ashton Crowder as your race leader, your front row, making their first start in the National Sim Racing League. Crowder selecting the inside line for this restart. Brendan Poole in second. Otto Cruz is third. Brett Edwards is fourth. Row 3, Dean Webb, William Farmer. Row 4 is Charles Joplin and Mark Sikosi. And row 5, Josh Susi and Tyler Isley. Crowder the right to fire first, and there he goes. We're back to green. Brendan Poole up to the rear spoiler of the driver of the number 1. Does he try the inside? Top 3 currently nose to tail. Same with the top 4. Brett Edwards in the mix-up. 3 wide behind them. William Farmer was in the middle. Sikosi on the outside and Susi down low. And now Susi wants a piece of Farmer in the battle for P8 on the track. That's not going to work. Crowder, meanwhile, continues to lead on Brendan Poole, Otto Cruz, Brett Edwards, Dean Webb in 5th. Nice battle for position. Tyler Isley up on the outside. Charles Joplin goes to the bottom. We just had a crash, by the way. 88 of Mark Cook reporting that he has checked out for the evening. I'm not sure what happens. Now we got a yellow flag. And Brett Edwards in the number 51, who was running in the 4th position. That 4th spot's been bad luck to a bunch of drivers tonight so far. Just a report that he went off the track, so simply loses control off of turn 2. No damage on the 51, luckily. But just lost control. So second caution of the night is out. Crowder continuing to lead at North Wilkesboro. In fact, why don't we step aside for our first break of the evening. Stay with us here. It's the National Sim Racing League, Randy Lynn 200. Back here after the second yellow at North Wilkesboro Speedway, getting ready to restart here. Let's reset the field for you as we get ready to go back to the green flag. Ashton Crowder leads. Brennan Poole is second.
Let's go.
Otto Cruz is third. And Webb is fourth. Round of the top 5 is Joplin. That's Dean Webb and Charles Joplin to be exact. We're back to green. And Otto Cruz tried to look to the inside on Brennan Poole for second, but can't get it done. You want to be really a groove above the preferred line in turns 1 and 2, and then in 3 and 4. That's the bottom side where you want to head. And look behind them. Joplin losing 5th position to Tyler Isley and ahead for second spot. Here comes Cruz. He's battling with Brennan Poole. Oh, behind them. Dean Webb goes around, and we are already under the third yellow of the night. I am going to let you guys know of something as well. There will be black flags for 17 incident points and every 8 after that, according to Mark Sikosi through our little text message chat earlier today. And this has not been a fun start to the race. We haven't even had a really long run so far, so. Third yellow of the evening. Let me go to the replay and see what happened. And again, 4th place has been the bad spot. And the 89 locked the brakes up in turn 1. Joplin just gets into Webb, and there is William Farmer involved. And let's watch from on board his perspective. Just ran up. Give you an aerial shot of what happened too. And you just saw that puff of smoke. William Farmer. Brian Wiggins got in it too. I think that's the 28 of Patrick Gitter. Also getting involved. So this has not been a fun start. That's for sure.
You're welcome.
Don't feel bad, Ashton. I forgot to.
Listening to driver's perspective.
Hey, 84, Chris, thank you for doing what you're doing, man. Like you better already.
Don't slow his head up too much yet. We're only 22 laps into this thing. You could screw up a lot more. I'm only playing.
Yeah, that's true, though.
Get settled in here and get some long runs here, hopefully.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Drivers motivating each other. And we're going green this time. We're back to green. Man, nice restart by both Poole and Cruz, and the 71 is looking for P2 on the track. On the outside, Cruz takes control of P2 on the restart. Now here comes Tyler Isley. Remember, 4th position. Not been the spot you want to be in all night. The outside, though, Isley on Brennan Poole trying to get it to stick. It's a tough move to get done, and Isley takes away 3rd. Gotta love short track racing. Isley, somehow, his car has come to life. He's closing in on Auto Cruz big time. Here comes as well Josh Susi in the 12, up to 5th spot. Poole trying the bottom again, and he's in trouble. Isley facing Cruz for second. Ashton Crowder continues to lead. He's led all the laps from the start of the race. Mark Sikosi kind of facing the challenge early on from William Farmer. He's trying to pull away, though. Oh, trouble with the 89. Oh, that's Charles Joplin, who's coming back on the track. Got to be very careful exiting pit road. But for the lead, Auto Cruz all over Ashton Crowder. In fact, why don't we ride on board for a lap with the driver of the 03. Already up to the spoiler, wanting the race lead. Third gear. No fourth, no fifth at all. It's going to be very interesting when the next gen cars go to short tracks next season. If this is what we'll be seeing, cars in third gear. There's a bumper to Ashton Crowder. And he lets Crowder gain some ground on him. Going to be very interesting when we come to a short track like North Wilkesboro. Is going to see a lot of the low line being used. I mean, Isley early on, who was taking third position away, has been using the top shelf of the track. But if a lot of drivers are using the low line, will bumpy runs be key? And we are under the yellow for the 4th time tonight. And Billy Milner with more damage. Look at the replay and see what happened. A couple of cars are involved. We had Tom Parra, by the way, go off the track in the 16, but it starts. Oh, Miller just lost control into Briggs Swope. Let's see if we can get the onboard of it. Just lost control off of turn 2. Just over 10 to go in stage number 1. Let's listen to some of the drivers.
One there. Lucky dog out the. Lucky dog out the. Lucky dog out the. Lucky dog out the.
I didn't want to give you your lap back, Matt.
I know you didn't. How bad is that damage, Sushi?
Jump up here on my outside. You got a pretty big buckle over your left front wheel and an indentation over your left rear wheel, but I mean, speed seems like it's still there for you. Your motor's still at 2,000.
Yeah, it hurt the handling on it a little bit, but it seems like it's still got decent speed.
So we're ready to go back to green, under 10 laps to go in stage number 1.
Yeah,
And let's
luckily here you can run with damage.
So let's reset the field for you as we get ready to go back to green. Row 1 is Ashton Crowder, Auto Cruz. Tyler Isley, Brendan Poole, row 2. Row number 3, Josh Susi, Mark Sikosi. Row number 4, Patrick Gitter, William Farmer, rounding out the top 10. Brian Wiggins and Jimmy Barr. Here we go. Crowder fires and we're back to green. He was the control car. Cruz clears. He's got second. Poole and Isley side by side for third. Look at Sikosi up on the outside. Trying to take some spots away. Brendan Poole gets third back. But look at the run by Sikosi. Up on the second groove. Up to fourth position. They stack up amongst the top 3. And we've got 7 to go in the stage. Auto Cruz inside on Crowder for the lead. Trying to make the bottom groove work. It's a drag race into turn number 3. Crowder up top, Cruz on the bottom. He wobbles up the track just for a moment. At the stripe, it's Crowder with the lead. 6 to go in the stage. Banging doors for just a moment off of turn number 2. Great race happening for the stage 1 win and for a playoff point. Cruz over Crowder. Cruz has the edge. Can he clear Crowder? Yes, he can, but the yellow flag is out for the 5th time. You gotta be kidding me. We've got a big one. Son of a gun. See what the replay shows us here. This happens in front of Brett Edwards. He gets into 77 of Josh Aaron. They just pound up behind them with Paul Smiraldo. Matthew Hughes also involved. From Edwards' perspective, the 67 to 77. Let's watch Aaron's perspective. And let's go to Smeraldo. Couple of drivers in the pits. We'll check and see if this will conclude stage 1 or if we'll have a 1-lap shootout for it. Let's listen in.
1 second.
Yeah, it will be the stage where we're going to pace, so stay in line and pace until the end of lap 45. We'll either delay the caution or throw the caution immediately.
So this will be the end of
So
stage
if they extend the caution,
1.
It's gonna leave pit road closed until we go green, so you'll have to throw the caution immediately.
And that's what we'll do.
Sounds good. Just making sure you know.
So Cruz takes the stage win after a hard-fought battle with Ashton Crowder for that. In fact, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have pit stops. Stay with us.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Pit road is open, and a couple of drivers are making their way on in. Auto Cruz is one of them. Crowder and Poole are staying out. Isley also stays out. Your top 6 will stay out here. Crowder, Poole, Isley, Susie, Gitter, and Webb. And race off pit road won by Justin Cope. Matthew Hughes, I believe, came out ahead. Interesting with Cope. Believe he may have missed his pit stall, because I don't see a pit stop time, but I do see a pit road time of 20.87.
Go the outside in there, gotta drop to the end.
It's Matthew Hughes was the tail end.
Hey, Chris, I got a server penalty. Can you give me an EOL, please?
So we get ready to go back to the green flag. Crowder and Poole, row 1. Isley and Susie, row 2. Row 3, Diltz and Cope. Row 4, Menzies and Farmer. And row 5, Brett Edwards and Brian Preslar. Let us know where you're watching and who you are rooting from, or who you are rooting for in tonight's showing of the Randy Lynn 200. We are going another lap to the green flag. What we are hearing, let's look behind the drivers. We are not lined up properly to go back to green. And please, please give us a green flag run. That is just all I am asking, a long green flag run. That was our longest run of the race so far. So all I am thinking is just give it to us, please. Give us that green flag run we've been dying for. Pace car is in. Crowder gets to fire first. We're back to green. And a good jump on Brendan Poole into turn 1. He clears Poole. Isley looking for third on Josh Susie, but Susie up on the outside. He's been the fastest all season long, up to third, and he may want second on Brennan Poole. Isley and Susie working together top shelf. The NASCAR stars keeping it on the bottom side of the track, and Crowder out in front, the Elliott Sadler Esports machine. A driver in the pits, that is Tom Pera. Susie again trying the top shelf. And he's in a different... Oh my gosh. Not this again! Billy Milner involved and Brett Edwards. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what the heck to say about this. William Farmer, by the way, crashed in the 95 too. There he is, and let's see what brought the yellow out. Oh, the 23. somehow decided to move up. Around he went, and he was stopped, and then the 55 doesn't know the brakes. And, or it's the 55, but it's the 27. We're going to rewind the footage here. I know that's totally unprofessional. He didn't even use the brakes at all. Are you kidding me? Look at the onboard. Clearly you can see somebody stops and he doesn't even use the brakes. He's got freaking ARCA brakes. I don't understand. I don't understand. Listen to the driver, what drivers are saying.
Gonna take away the rest of these short tracks for road courses then.
So lights are off. Lights are off. Getting ready to go to the green flag this time. Crowder and Poole, row 1. Susie and Isley, row 2. Cope and Menzies, row 3. Row 4 is Preslar and Alan Crowell. And round off the top 10 is Dean Webb and John Crow. Crowder, the control car. We are back to the green. And what a restart. Caught Brendan Poole sleeping. Susie wants, Isley wanting third off of Josh Susie. And remember, he's got the high groove, and he's better at that than the inside line. But let's see what happens. Look at the run for Isley off of turn 4. Oh, my gosh. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Okay, we're going to see what this yellow is for. And this is always a tough time to see what the yellow is for. We're going to have to go to iRacing and figure that. And that is why, I believe, Brian Wiggins came up into Tampere. Wow, I'm on 2 wheels. EO welded Justin Diltz. Oh, this is all previous stuff that I don't even know of. So I see what they're talking about. Those that have gotten penalized throughout the night have been Matthew Hughes, Brett Edwards, Charles Joplin, Billy Milner, Tom Parra, Patrick Gitter. Not Patrick Gitter, excuse me, that was a black flag clearance. Brett Edwards has had 2 tonight, for those wondering, and Justin Diltz. Not been a fun night so far here for this series. So I think we're going to step aside and go to break once again. We will be right back. Unless, are we going to green this time? We'll step aside real quick. Be right back. Lights are out off the pace car. We are going green this time by about to put 65 laps on the board. Ashton Crowder, the leader, with Brennan Poole. And oh my, is Crowder out of fuel? Well, that is a strange turn to this race. He's got the car back going. And we had just gone to the green, but I think something just happened with Crowder. Let's listen in.
Nah, you good. I was just trying to go.
One, go back to the front. I'll clear your blacks. I'm not sure what happened there.
You can't give an EOL coming with the green flag on this guy. I gotta do 2 laps. I got a black flag, so I can everybody pass me in time.
Well, this is interesting.
I got a black also for passing under yellow. I shouldn't have. Thank you.
We had a lot of drivers get black flags, apparently.
I'll just race. It's no problem.
Thank you for clearing that race control.
We're going to get it again if we don't let the pace car by.
Yep.
All the drivers coming to a stop here. So they can wait
Really,
for the
Crowder
pace
should be let
car.
back up here in first, and then just clear as black when we go green.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to go back up to the front, number 1, and whenever we get going, we'll clear your black.
So they are letting Ashton
Race control
Crowder.
said it if everybody would stay off the radio.
Alright, I'm coming.
Alright, looks like, where are you going, low or high?
You want inside action?
Wherever I can sit here. Going to get started call. I'm going low. Coming inside with Ashton.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, Matt. Sorry, hold on. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming.
Lucky dog inside with Ashton.
My goodness, this race has just gotten way confusing. All right, so couple of drivers in pit lane. William Farmer is one of them. My goodness, I don't know what's going on with this race right now, but this is getting
Yeah, when's the next stage break?
a little
90?
confused. This is a little confusing on terms of the yellows.
Correct. The completion of lap 90.
10-4, thank you.
Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, we take the green, I'll clear all black so no one gets penalized and we can get the show moving.
Yeah, man, this is taking forever. I gotta watch House, okay, on Peacock after this. What's the deal?
I love that show, man. That's a good one.
Brennan Poole's got important things to do.
House is my hero.
He is a bad man, that's for sure.
Alrighty.
Oddly enough, the first time I ever watched that show was when I was actually in the hospital.
Oh my
Hey, I liked
goodness.
it.
The ironing there. All right, can we please get a long run? Can we please get this run to end the stage? We've had 10 unofficially it's 10, officially it's 9. But Ashton Crowder continues to lead. He will be the control car on this restart. All drivers will have their black flags cleared, so no worries about anything as we are back to green. This is going to get good right here. Brennan Poole outside on Ashton Crowder for the race lead on the restart. Poole's edging out Crowder for right now, but it's the one trying to fight back. Oh my, they nearly get together, and Crowder clears Poole. Tyler Isley trying to get up in the mess. He got way tight on turn number 2. This opens the door for Josh Susi for 3rd spot on the track. He doesn't take advantage of it. Behind them, Justin Cope, Daniel Menzies. Now Menzies has a throwback scheme. That's what I'm talking about right there. I've been waiting for a legit one all night. This is the best one right here. The Gatorade number 25, Darrell Waltrip throwback. I highly approve of it. Good scheme, Daniel. He's in a battle with Cruz for 6th spot on the surface. And Cruz takes a peek down to the inside. On the exit, it's still Menzies with the edge. But Cruz should get it here. And he takes away 6th spot. Justin Cope in 5th position, by the way. Biggest mover of the race so far. Started from 20th spot. Up to 5th position, even with all the crazy stuff that has been happening on the track. Change for 11th on the track. Jeremy Edwards getting by Brian Presler. Or Preslar. And in front, Getter on Crowell, and not this crap again. Not this again. Auto Cruz, by the way, just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 17.76. But William Farmer has disconnected. He's called it a night, I believe. Guessed it too much off of turn 4. Was there nope. Just lost it himself, and he said, I am done. So we have under 10 laps to go in the stage, and let's listen to audio.
Just a little bit.
About 10 laps to go there, drivers, till those stage ends.
All right. Ready for the restart, and we'll have 8 laps to go in stage number 2. Crowder the leader, Brennan Poole second, Tyler Isley third, Josh Susi fourth, Justin Cope rounding out the top 10. Or excuse me, top 5. Crowder gets the jump on Poole. Oh man, nearly got into that wad with Tyler Isley and Josh Susi as they battle for third. Susi could get the edge on the outside. Auto Cruz also in the battle, your stage 1 winner. And look at the move up by Isley. Clears Susie. Takes away P3. Now let's see what Justin Cope and Otto Cruz have to say about this. Cruz up on the outside. Has 5th, but Cope still fights back on the bottom. Oh, be careful, Cruz. Don't take it 3 wide. Be 5 to go in stage number 2 this time. After lap 90, we'll get to the yellow flag. Daniel Menzies currently with the final points position in 10th. Brian Preslar right behind him. In front of him is the number 17 of Jeremy Edwards. Let's look at that battle between Susie,
Thank you, Josh.
Cope, Cruz, and Gitter. It's a good one on track. Ahead of them, Cruz is up to Isley for 3rd with 4 to go. Cope still trying the inside on Dean Webb, and Webb back in 6th position, rebounding after the second. Isley thought for a moment he had a lag glitch there for a moment, but he's fallen back to 9th. I don't know if he just got really loose all of a sudden, but that got close. Here goes Gitter inside on Justin Cope. Takes the 6th spot away. Up 18 spots from 24th position. What a great run for him so far tonight. And I think that dust was from Tyler Isley. Nope, excuse me, it was from Josh Aaron in the 77. As they battle for 6th spot on the track in front of them. Aaron goes by. Final lap underway in stage number 2. Ashton Crowder down the back straightaway through 3 and 4, and Crowder, the Elliott Sadler Esports NASCAR Coke Series driver, takes stage number 2. There's the yellow. Daniel Menzies gets the final spot. So Ashton Crowder takes the stage win. We are going to step aside here. And we will go to break. Stay with us.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to the National Sim Racing League as Stage 2 has come to a bow tie on it. Your top two, by the way, have stayed out this entire time, Ashton Crowder and Brennan Poole. Auto Cruz, I believe, came in under pit stops that time. As we're ready to go back to green with 104 laps to go. Crowder leads, Poole second, Cruz is third, Paul Smeraldo stayed out and he is fourth, and Josh Susi restarting in fifth. So we get ready to go back under the green flag. Let's crank it up for you here at North Wilkesboro. Couple of laps away from the halfway point. Here is Susi looking for third on Brennan Poole, and he's got it. Thought for a moment we went back to yellow flag, but nope, we did not, thank goodness. And for the lead, Auto Cruz is there with Ashton Crowder. The battle, just like it was in stage one, is about to brew again. Susi third, Poole is fourth, Patrick Gitter currently fifth. Looking for your best battle on track, and we're going to go back to the 12th position between Preslar and Edwards. And the 51 with no hood, and not this again. John Crow in the number 18 has gone around. Tough break for him. Let's look at the replay and see what happened. He's been doing good. He's been having a good race so far for, I believe, his early appearances, and he just got turned from the 89 of Charles Joplin. John Crow, by the way, I believe is his name. First start in the National Sim Racing League. Why don't we watch his onboard? He just sent it in, and I think he just got really tight. Let's look from the aerial shot. Luckily, nobody else was involved in that. Yeah, his car really just washed up the track and just got the quarter panel of Crow. So Crow currently in pit road along with Justin Dilt. Here's why Ashton Crowder and Brennan Poole, and I believe Poole just pitted. Yes, he did. Just had a 14.8 second stop. Here's why a guy like Ashton Crowder is yet to pit. With all the yellows that have come out, you can save a lot of fuel just by being in fifth gear. Well, for Crowder, he is in fourth, and you can hear he's pushing the clutch in. You know, it kind of sounds like a little bit like a sports car or something, like an IMSA competition. Clutch is in. And Crowder's trying to save fuel, and I don't even think you can make it on a full tank of fuel in 200 laps. Let's listen in.
It's just short track racing.
Oh, stop it. I don't want to hear that excuse.
That's it.
if there were like 6 or 7 yellows in this race by now,
89. I'm supposed to be down in front of you, bud.
it's understandable. However, though, with unofficially 12 yellows, that's unacceptable with 100 laps complete. Back to green. Cruz shuts the door on Susi for second position. And Cruz again all over his end. And look at Susi set it in up on the outside. Patrick Gitter in the battle as well as they go at it for third position. Susi edging out at the line. Nice exit for the number 12 off turn number 2. Now trying to challenge Otto Cruz for second spot. Again, keeping that car a groove higher, just like what Tyler Isley's been doing earlier on in the race. We got one falling back big time. That's Ryan Presler. Look at the mess behind them. Not sure if Preslar just got really loose or something. He just lost a ton of time, though. We're going to take a look at we're going to rewind the footage here, actually. Oh, they got together. And I believe it was with the 51. Oh, Sikosi lost it at first. So, Sikosi has fallen back to 14th position. Absolutely not where he wants. Look at that damaged number 8. Been a rough season for him so far, without question. Let's go for third spot. Get her inside on Susi for the spot. Inside line, the preferred line in turns 3 and 4, but still Susi edges out Gitter with the exit. Kind of like a lower banked version of Bristol when you think about it. Low line can get the edge really, but the exit, the banking propels you. And again, Susi continues to play defense well. What do you do if you get her to try and get the clear? Well, he's going to set it up in just a little bit. Tucks back in line right behind Susi. Gitter in the standings, 23rd in points with only 3 starts to the season. Josh Susi, your points leader, he's got 3 wins, including back-to-back wins. He has won the last 2 weeks. Excuse me, he's won 2 out of the last 3 at Rockingham and Atlanta. Under caution once again, and it's for a slowpoke. Brian Wiggins has spun it. Let's see if he got any help. I don't mean slowpoke by that. Oh, man. Sikosi came in right in front. I don't know if Sikosi was warned drivers that he was coming in. He probably did. And Wiggins probably just guessed it a little bit too early. Let's watch his onboard. I don't know if it was that. The steering, it's very tough to steer. The steering in the race car is very light. Not that much force feedback compared to the Gen 6. Remember, it's rack and pinion steering in the machines. In fact, let's see if we can get your cockpit camera. We don't really do that a lot. We can't really look down either. There you go. See it there if you look down. Rack and pinion steering. Was that us? Okay, I don't know what was going on there, but just had a heart attack for a moment. There we go. Listen to some driver's audio real quick.
Underwear.
Very quiet on the chatterbox. So ready to go back to green with 80 laps to go again. Crowder still is yet to pit in this race. So he's the leader. Auto Cruz is second. Row number 2 is Susie and Gitter. In row 3, Dean Webb and Jeremy Edwards. Row 4 is Tyler Isley and Justin Cope. Round out the top 10, Daniel Menzies and Brett Edwards. Pace car is in, and again, Crowder gets to fire first. There he goes. We are back to green. We've got a mess behind them. Jeremy Edwards says, oh my, that is just junk in 2. Alan Crowell, Justin Cope, Josh Aaron, Billy Milner. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck happened on this restart? What the heck did Justin Cope do there? And oh my gosh, are drivers even using the brakes? Okay, here we go. This is going to be fun. I'd be furious if I was Jeremy Edwards. All that just went down. Excuse me, that was Tyler Isley in the 15, not Justin Cope. We're going to watch that from Isley's perspective. Don't know if he had like a bad restart or something. I'd assume it was unintentional. And then after the yellow flew, can we play it? There we go. Can't you go low to avoid it, for Pete's sakes? We're gonna watch from TV1. You could have gone all the way down low to miss it. Same with Josh Aaron. He had a car to his inside, I get that. He could have used the brakes so many seconds earlier and he could have missed that. It just... I don't freaking get it. It's just nautical nonsense. Driver audio. I'm gonna mute this again. Second thought, maybe not. We're going green this time. Oh boy. 75 to go, thank goodness. I don't know how we gotten this far right now. Ashton Crowder, Auto Cruz, Patrick Rate, Josh Susie, Patrick Gitter, Dean Webb, Daniel Menzies, Brennan Poole, Matthew Hughes, Paul Smeraldo, and Brett Edwards in row number 5. Pace car is in. We get ready to go back to green. There we go. Crowder catches Cruz sleeping. Josh Susie is third. Patrick Gitter pulls up on the outside of Josh Susie, but now Susie trying down low on Auto Cruz. He wants second, but Gitter fighting on the outside wants third. Oh, they touch Gitter! Nice save. About Thank goodness we had a save there. Gitter tucks behind his teammate of Matthew Hughes. Brennan Poole has made his way up to 5th position, and he's got fresher tires than Ashton Crowder. Let's keep that in mind. In fact, Crowder has the most worn tires of anyone. He's not even yet to make a single stop tonight. Poole wanting 4th from Dean Webb. Can he get out there? Oh, Susie goes around right in front of Brennan Poole. Did he just simply lose it? He did. Rear end just kicked off. Oh my goodness. Brennan Poole may have to change his pants afterwards. Watch his onboard. This is how close he gets to being involved. Gotta be very careful with the throttle. So with under 70 to go and Gitter and Crowder, still is yet to pit. We're going to step aside and go to break. We will be back. One to go until we get the green flag as we welcome you back to the Randy Lynn 200. Next week for the National Sim Racing League, we go to Auto Club Speedway for the California 250, 125 laps around the 2-mile D-shaped oval. Right here on the Facebook channel of National Sim Racing League and twitch.tv/Marty Sakala. Back to green. Crowder gets a nice jump on Brennan Poole. Dean Webb is 3rd. The battle for 4th is on between Preslar and Edwards. Some drivers pitted under that last stop. Some stayed out. Preslar fading back on those worn tires. A bunch of drivers pitted just so they can make it to the end of the race. Uh-oh. Isley's loose. Wow, nice save by Isley. I think that's the second time he's lost control of the car tonight. So nice job by him, but he is about to lose a top 10 spot. Behind them, we got junk. And somehow they saved it. Tom Pera brings it into the pits. Don't know how that happened, but that was impressive. Back up front, Crowder leads Poole. Remember, Poole's got fresher tires And I think we may be having a battle for the lead shaping up here soon. He's closed in big time. Let's compare the lap times. Crowder's been a couple hundredths faster, but Pool's gone the edge in 3 of the last 5 laps. Riding with the NASCAR Cup Series driver, we've got 60 laps to go at North Wilkesboro in honor of Randy Lynn. Chase Montgomery in the chat rooting for Billy. Now, I know we have had a Chase Montgomery in the Truck Series in the past, but I'm pretty sure that's not the one I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh. Josh Aaron, Daniel Menzies, and Jeremy Edwards. Oh my gosh. We got drivers involved in this wreck that don't even deserve to be involved in this wreck. This is just ridiculous nonsense. Oh, what did you... Oh, we went out before Aaron could lose off of turn 2. 25 and the 51 simply get together, and the 77 has nowhere to go. All right, so that was with Aaron. I'm going to tell you this, Josh Aaron, that was way uncool. Let's watch Menzies is on board. That's bad. You know what? The heck with the Denny Hamlin short. The heck did Jeremy Edwards just do? I'm going to watch this. If he didn't even use the brakes, that is just not Jeremy Edwards material. Well, he's on the brakes. He was cleared all the way down to the bottom. I don't know why he wouldn't be using that. Probably back under the green flag. I don't know. He could have gone down to the bottom. Oh my gosh. This is just turning into an ARCA-fest at the moment. $55 laps to go. Just wish we could make it to the white flag by now with the way this race is going. Like, I'm not trying to call out the series in general, but the drivers just have to use their heads. It's getting that bad out there on the track. I mean, I don't understand what the heck's going on. I mean, they're improving a little bit in the second half of the race on these runs. At least we're not having a yellow every 2 to 3 laps, but it's just getting bad out there. Crowder, for those wondering, finally pinned. Oh my gosh. Look at the run he's got. Up to 6th spot on after that restart. Brendan Poole in the lead. And Poole has 15 lap worn tires compared to Crowder. Gitter up to 2nd spot from 24th position. And he takes that spot away. Auto Cruz closing in. Great run by those drivers, 2, 3, and 4. All on the same team. And Cruz wanting 3rd. And he's got that. Look at Crowder on the run in 4th position. By the way, Patrick Gitter just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 17.71. Not Crowder, Gitter, excuse me. Look at the battle here for the race lead. Gitter is all over Brennan Poole. Just pitted 20 laps ago, and he's got 29 lap fresher tires. To the lead for the first time today, Patrick Gitter. That's what I like to see, some good old racing. And now for third, the man probably on the freshest tires of the bunch, Ashton Crowder wanting the 3rd spot from Auto Cruz, and he's got it away. Ashton Crowder, he may have a Green Nutrient Ag Solutions car, but he's about to turn. Oh, man. He was about to be Jaws, and he almost got eaten up there by a predator of Jaws. That being Auto Cruz. Trying to find the best battle on track. Let's go to night. Oh, oh my goodness. Edwards just lost it. For a moment, that's a nice save by the driver of the 17. Driver's been getting really loose today. Brett Edwards off the pace of the number 51. And I believe he just got loose as well, so he makes a good save. And for the lead, Ashton Crowder, fresher tires. Excuse me, that's for 2nd spot. Takes that away easily from Brennan Poole. Behind them, Briggs Swope, Jimmy Barr for a spot, and we've got a mess as well with Tyler Isley, Matthew Hughes, Jeremy Edwards, and Josh Susi. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Mark Sikosi, Justin Diltz. Ay caramba. And the 23 of Diltz loses it. Sikosi nowhere to go. And I don't think there was anything really the 25 of Menzies could do about that. Right in front of the leaders as they had to stop to miss it. It's right along with the 25 of Menzies. Not even using the freaking brakes? Not even using more of it? That's my biggest pet peeve, when somebody gets involved in a wreck and they don't even use their brakes. Look at this. Look at this. Do you even see a hole in the lane that Menzies is in? Heck no. The hole he could have taken is if he used the brakes, go down pit road, just drive through it and exit. And again, I don't mean to be calling a lot of these drivers out. Like, I don't want to offend them, but this is getting bad. It is getting bad. We're going to go to break so I can hopefully try to calm down. Hopefully we take it to the finish. Stay with us.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Under 40 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. We are taking you right to the finish without any more commercials. K.H. Edwards rooting for the 17 and the 51. We're back to green. The battle for the lead on. Get her down to the inside as Crowder got tight in 3 and 4, but Crowder continues to lead. Auto Crew's up into the picture in 3rd position, looking for 4th spot. Jeremy Edwards and Jimmy Bargo at it. Brennan Poole in 7th spot, by the way, is the first on fresher tires. Just pitted on 158. There he is, trying to get by Matthew Hughes for P6. He gets the drive down the straights. How about in the turns here against Jimmy Barr? Higher line has been the better line in terms of defense, but not for Brennan Poole. Clears him for 5th. Ashton Crowder just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 17.66. I want to say that it's faster by about 4 or 500ths of a second. Change for 7th, Josh Susie by Jimmy Barr, who pitted on lap, Susie the latter pitting on lap 143, Barr on 117, and about to lose another spot to Brig Swope. We got Jonathan Teskey rooting for the 09 of Dean Webb. Webb currently in now 10th position. For the 17 of Jeremy Edwards, currently in 4th spot. As for the 51 of Brett Edwards, he is back in 20th position. Let's go back to Brendan Poole in the number 71, trying to close down on Jeremy Edwards for 4th spot. Behind him, though, Matthew Hughes, Josh Susie, 6th spot on the track. They're running the same line as of right now. Right on board with the driver of the number 12. Oh, and the 2 just got a little bit loose down the back straightaway. I think he may have even clipped the wall. Susie doesn't try and tuck back to the inside. Changes well for 4th spot. You saw it in front of Susie. Brennan Poole taking away 4th position. His eyes are now set on the 03 of Auto Cruz. Working on some lap traffic just a little bit. Want to say that's Billy Milner in the 27, and it is. Been a rough night for him so far. Just completed his 104th lap. That car is very slow on track. Wouldn't be surprised if he got black flagged for failing to maintain minimum speed. Let's go up to 6th spot and watch again that battle. That is a good one between 4 drivers all under a blanket. Susie, Hughes, Swope, and Isley. How about Brig Swope in that number 7? Been having some tough runs recently and is currently in the 9th position. Been a good run so far for the driver from Kansas. Crowder just said something on the radio, not sure what it was, but let's go to the battle for 3rd.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to get you there.
Crossover move by Auto Cruz, possibly as Poole overdrove 1 and 2. So we've got 25 laps to go. Now the question is, oh boy, Paul Smeraldo and Brendan Poole almost get into it. Can Brendan Poole hunt down Ashton Crowder for the lead? Couple of drivers in the pits, Matthew Hughes and Josh Susie. They could not go, oh, they crashed actually. And somehow they saved it. And that's not a yellow. Impressive. So Ashton Crowder, 22 to go, and we got another crash with Brett Edwards on the 51. In the grass. I believe he just spun. You don't want to be driving in the grass, Brett Edwards. I understand there is no apron. But the risk, you leave some grass on the track and drivers can lose traction. They spin out. The replay here, every time I see a red crash pop up, Ashton Crowder probably gets a little bit nervous. Spun out by himself in the grass. Play had a nice save as well. All he needed was the wall. Doesn't bring the yellow out, but Brennan Poole up to second, but he is just about 2 seconds behind Ashton Crowder. A yellow would change everything for the battle for the win. The teammates probably not going to race each other hard until they get to the white flag, Gitter and Cruz. Want to give a shout out, by the way, to our sponsors of the National Sim Racing League. Without their support, it would not be possible. Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Autopilot Solar Solutions, Outsiders Racing Wraps, Affordable SEO and Marketing, and Elevated Outdoors. Their logo is always on the bottom right of our screen and rotating every time. Poole's been closing down the distance, down to 1 3/4 of a second. You see the lap times, though. Crowder's been gaining the edge just a little bit. Let's see this lap here. Crowder a 10th slower compared to Brennan Poole, and Poole's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. This Brian Wiggins should get out of harm's way, though, without any issues. Tyler Isley, Briggs Swope battle for 6th position. Jeremy also, Edwards also in that picture too. Been a good day so far for Edwards in that number 17, started from 25th and is up 20 spots. Edwards lets Isley goes by for 5th position. What about Briggs Swope? Best run so far today for Briggs Swope, without question. That's a big without question, too. Up to 5th position, and let's compare his past finishes. Did finish 3rd, though, at the Daytona Clash, though, or the duel, I should say. Best finish in general was a 12th place finish that came twice. So nothing to be ashamed of. Update you here. The gap for Crowder's increased. Actually maintained to 1.7 seconds. So for Poole, likely would need a yellow flag to come out. Let's go to the 10th spot on the track between Justin Cope and Brian Preslar. Inside on Cope he goes. Cope from 20th position. Preslar's first start in the National Sim Racing League. It's been a fun one for him today. Interesting one, I should say. Look at all the damage, but I mean, at North Wilkesboro, you're going to damage some cars, especially when it's next gen racing. Oh man, really washed up, and he had a big opportunity there to try and take the spot away, but did not use it to his advantage. Back to 3rd, Gitter and Cruz. In fact, let's go to Edwards behind them. And Dean Webb is up to 7th spot, takes it away from Jeremy Edwards. Remember, Edwards pitted on 153. A lot of drivers ahead of him pitted on 158. Eight laps to go for Ashton Crowder in his first start. Caution is out! And Briggs Swope, who had a chance at a top 10 finish, may have seen it end. That was absolutely not what Ashton Crowder wanted at all. See if Crowder queues up here before we go to the replay.
I got a freaking drive-through now. Running in the top 5.
Tough break for Swope. Running in the 5th position. And his chance at the top 10 may have ended. Let's see what happened off of turn 4. Think that he just lost it. Oh, wow, that's interesting there. Let's get an aerial shot of this. Swope to the inside, and we just had a bad exit. Didn't really hold his line a lot because Wiggins was holding his line. And that cost him a lot. A couple of drivers are in the pits. Jeremy Edwards is one of them. With a 4-tire stop. So these drivers testing the waters of what you do on 4 tires. Some of them with a money stop, plain strategy, but a bunch of drivers staying out, from Ashton Crowder back to John Crow in 7th. But the yellow was not what Crowder wanted. Remember, he last pitted on lap 152. Brennan Poole pitted on 158. So a battle for the win between your top 2 drivers and some of the best in the business. One in esports, one in stock car racing. Listen to some audio.
Cool.
So we're going to see if this is overtime or if this is in regulation. Lights are off. Not a green-white checkered attempt. This will be a 2-lap shootout in regulation. Ashton Crowder selects the inside line. Brennan Poole next to him. This will be a good finish. Stand by. Will it be Crowder on worn tires, Poole on fresh? Or could it be Gitter, Cruz, or the field? We're about to find out. Who's going to win? The Randy Lynn 200. What a restart for Crowder. Caught Brennan Poole sleeping, but remember, it's Poole on the fresher tires. Gitter in. Oh, man, Poole got a run on the center of 1 and 2. He is right there. Half a car length back. Off of turn 4, white flag. Is it going to be the iRacer or the former NASCAR Cup driver? Poole's going to wait, I think. He's putting the chrome horn. First attempt at the bump and run doesn't work, but you know Poole's going to try it out at 3 and 4. Final time. Poole, does he send it in? He wants to go for it, but he doesn't go for it on the exit. Crowder slams the door and wins the Randy Lynn 200. Trouble with the checkered flag. Justin Cope is spun along with one of the DraftKings cars. I want to say that's Paul Smeraldo. But Ashton Crowder wins in his National Sim Racing League debut. Look at all of the carnage. That was just done. So Crowder celebrates doing donuts in the Coca-Cola car. Look at the logos. Coca-Cola logos. This moment brought to you by Coca-Cola. You need to try the Coke Zero Sugar first before you say something about it. Give him some free advertising. And he's going to blow that sucker down. Let's look at the replay, by the way. It started with Justin Cope. That was at the white flag. And he loses it in turn 1. Makes a nice save, though. But then watch the 50. Oh, there was a mess here. And I think that was Smeraldo. that got turned in that situation. Then about Crowell, he got turned down the back straightaway. It was just carnage all around. And there you see Crowder taking it into victory lane, parking it. Nice little victory lane set up in the infield. You can drive right into. Ways you do that with all the really cool iRacing tracks. But hey, Crowder will win it in his debut. He'll take it, definitely. Couple of drivers in the interview queue right now. We're just waiting to talk with them. And I believe they are in, so we'll start with your third place finisher, Patrick Gitter, with a third place run. Patrick, I'm sorry about the first half, man. That was a rough one. Not what you guys really wanted, but that was a great final few laps in the end. Just what was your strategy as we went into that green-white checkered attempt?
Yeah, for me, we were on old tires. My teammate Auto Cruz and I, we were there on the second row. We saw some cars behind us going into pit. So we just decided we had to get the start going as best we could, just keep it clean and finish out with those 2 laps to go.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Man, first off, just want to give a shout-out to Edwards Setup Shop. They did an awesome job tuning our car this week. They put in a lot of work for it, and it definitely showed. We had multiple guys on our team in the top 10. I mean, heck, the top 5. So just a great overall team effort. Nowski Nation, great job. Second String Motorsports. Awesome job. Put in a lot of work this week. Just can't say enough good things about those guys.
All right, man. Nice job tonight.
Yep. Yes, sir. Thanks, Marty.
Patrick Gitter with a third place finish. Let's talk with our second place runner, Brennan Poole. Brennan's on in here, and you're on fresher tires, man. Just what was that strategy in the final lap? We saw you try the bump and run in 1 and 2, though.
Yeah, I think the strategy kind of worked out for me. I wasn't sure how the cautions were going to fall, and I knew the only way I was going to beat Ashton, which I had to be on better tires than him. He's so good at saving tires. It's just like there's not much you can do, So I was trying to match pace with him and save as much as I could. And then, early on in the race, I got to see how some of those other guys that pitted when I stayed out, how it flipped. And so, I was just trying to get off sequence in a way and hope the cautions fell right so I could have tires and be able to try to make something happen. And it seemed to fall my way. And then I was really trying to run Ashton down at the end, and I just wasn't going to get there. We were kind of matching each other's lap times. But when I was able to cool the tires off on that last caution, I had a little bit of grip for those few laps. And, I was trying really hard to try to knock them off the bottom and just see if I couldn't make something happen to win the race. But, it's difficult. You don't want to wreck anybody or anything like that. So it was just tight racing. And, man, I think it was definitely there at the end. That last run felt like was a good show and was a good time. So happy Ashton was able to win one and a lot of fun to wind up finishing second. But man, it was a good time. I mean, what can you say? I missed some crazy wrecks too after trying to get off sequence and I think I restarted 17th one time. It was just wild. But I enjoyed it and had a lot of fun and looking forward to next week.
Yeah, sorry about that first half, man. That was definitely a rough one indeed. I know you guys don't like to have a lot of the racing done under caution, but the second half definitely improved there big time. Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to, obviously I ran my Spartan paint scheme tonight, and then also just to remember all of our active military men and women that are fighting for our freedoms right now, and just to keep them in your thoughts and try to wear red on Fridays to remember them. But other than that, man, thank you for hosting this thing tonight, and all the guys that raced in the race tonight did a good job. It was a lot of fun racing with everybody, and yeah, man, can't wait to go another round in another week.
Appreciate it, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Nice run.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Brennan Poole with a second place finisher. And now it is time to go to Victory Lane, where we're going to talk with our debut winner, Ashton Crowder. First off, man, great to meet you. Love the work you do on the NASCAR Coke Series. Let's just talk first on that green-white checkered. Just what are you thinking first off when that yellow comes out? Because I know Poole was on fresher tires.
Well, I appreciate the kind words there, and nice to meet you as well. Yeah, I was just kind of trying to make sure I didn't throw it away, really. Like I knew kind of what I needed to do, and I figured I would have had to run kind of high, in 1 and 2 just to get a run off, so I wouldn't get just destroyed past that. But it was really loose, so I almost spun. That would have been, yeah, that would have been quite sad. But thankfully for me, it worked out. And I had a great teammate behind me in Brennan Poole, and I came home with the 1-2. Can't be too sad about that.
Were you expecting that bump and run as well to come in that final lap? Because I know he gave it to you there in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, I think he was just trying the outside.
Yeah, he hit me a little bit, I guess on the white flag in 1 and 2, and kind of pushed me up the track there. So I was kind of expecting something more in 3 and 4, but to cover it, I just drove pretty much as hard as I possibly could down there, and just hope that he would wash up, and everything worked out. Sometimes it doesn't, but you get lucky and things fall your way, and that's what happened there.
Definitely. Next week we've got Auto Club. Just give us your expectations on that.
It should be pretty enjoyable. I think I'll be here. I should be, because the Coke Series race is the day before. I think. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. Sorry, my days are all mixed up. But,
You're good. Mine are too. So.
Yeah, dude. So you feel me? But yeah, so it should be pretty enjoyable. I like the draft package stuff that we have. It's pretty fun. So, I'm really looking forward to it, honestly. It's turned out to be one of my better racetracks too. So hopefully we can get another good result there. That'd be great. I forget how many races I've missed, but it's been quite a few. So
Finally, who do you want to give Yeah. Finally, who do you want to give shout outs to tonight?
Yeah, everybody at ESE, Nutrient Ag Solutions. Sadly, this is their last season or last year being in motorsports. They're dipping out, so to speak. So that's pretty sad. But it's an honor to have them on my car for their last year. Then Peak Antifreeze, you've put on the broadcast. I wish I would have known. I would have given it to my grandparents and my mom and stuff. But I didn't do my research beforehand, so that's my fault. Let's see, who else? The League. Man, trying to think. I haven't thanked Justin Bieber in a while. I used to thank him all the time as a joke. My mentor, yeah, I'll say him. We'll bring that one back. But everybody on doesn't really have a name right now. I guess just Ashton Crowder Racing. I might bring the drill spill back if anybody knows what that is. Yeah, huge shout out to everybody that's working with me, especially Ryan and Kenji. I haven't met Kenji in person, but I met Ryan in person. I'm gonna keep you here for like 30 seconds. I met Ryan in person. Same thing with Quinn Half. Hung out with them over this past weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. It was a lot of fun. And I got a sick parking pass from Quinn that allowed me to get out of that racetrack faster than anybody else out there. So huge thanks to that. And the final one is Justin Haley for asking me what the time was in the pedestrian tunnel. It really made my night. And yeah, there you go. That's it. Thank you.
Well, awesome run tonight. You sure did have a good weekend. Congrats on the win. I'll see you tomorrow too for Powerhouse.
Oh heck yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to that one as well. Apparently it's at Texas.
Yep.
And yeah, I need practice for that because I got a Coke race there in like a month. So
there you go. There you go.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Ashton Crowder taking home the win in his first start with the National Sim Racing League. Here are your official results. Crowder the win, Brennan Poole second, Patrick Gitter third, Auto Cruz fourth, Jeremy Edwards fifth, Dean Webb sixth, Tyler Isley is seventh, John Crow eighth, Jimmy Barr ninth, Brian Preslar is 10th. Show you how the rest of the lineup looks, the rest of the results. And there you go. Alrighty, next week, Auto Club Speedway. Do not miss out on that. Start time 8:45 p.m. right here on the National Sim Racing League Facebook page and on twitch.tv. /Marty Sakala. So that'll do it for us. Shout out to all of our sponsors of the National Sim Racing League. As always, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Autopilot Solar Solutions, Outsiders Racing Wraps, Affordable SEO and Marketing, and Elevated Outdoors. On behalf of everyone at the National Sim Racing League, Mark Sikosi, our main guy in charge, as well as many others, a part of the series. Marty Sakala signing off for tonight. Congratulations to Ashton Crowder. First win in his debut when it comes at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Thank you all for joining us tonight. So long, everyone.